excuse me. All right, even if you are now on the program yet, this is going to be very, very helpful. So if you are a university founder and you have a spouse, please have them to join too, because this is very, very powerful. This is going to be very, very important. If you are a founder or potential founder, you have a spouse or better half, please have them join too, because iron sharpens iron. So both of you are, informed about this. Is going to help, the both of you better. All right, so it's 8:02, so I think I'm going to get started. So welcome everybody to a special webinar. I do this periodically for those who are in our program, the Start a College program, great men and women who want to leave a legacy, want to make 7 figures doing it, who want to impact lives, who believe God puts that passion, that vision in them to change a generation. So as you already know, traditional schools is a mess right now. Traditional education is a mess, right? Too expensive because it's all about the money right now, and also too long, 4 years in college, then teach you a bunch of things you don't really care about. Then you finish from that, you don't remember 90% of what you are taught in it, because they teach you irrelevant stuff, they teach you archaic, old stuff. So there's a problem with education, traditional education right now. There's a really, really big problem, right? So people want a different approach to higher education, and especially in the Christendom and entrepreneurship, right? Most of the most underserved community when it comes to entrepreneurship, and if I can do this too, the most underserved community when it comes to higher education, not entrepreneurship, when it comes to higher education, is entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs are the most underserved, right? Because even when you go to school to learn, bachelors in theology, bachelors in whatever the case would be, right? Bachelors in, in business. People still finish from those things and still don't know what to do, don't know how to start a business. Are you going to get a bachelor's or master's in education or in business and still don't know how to start a business? You get what I'm saying? Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Hold on, guys. I think I lost my Zoom. Okay. All right, you guys can see me and hear me. If you can see me and hear me, give me something on the chat, right? Okay, good. All right, so how do somebody go and learn a master's degree, a bachelor's degree in business or business administration, but they still finish and don't know what to do? They have no clue, right? Sometimes the dumbest people when it comes to business or starting a business in the 21st century are MBAs, because all they do is just school, what they call it now, just school work with no life experience. So what I'm trying to say is that the old way, the traditional way of education is failing students, is failing. And especially those who are called to entrepreneurship and ministry, right? Especially the Christians. So what is the solution? There have to be another approach, another way of education. So we saw this, and that's why we started Higher Place Christian University. Please, everybody, hear me. I do try personally when I speak, not to speak from my passion, but I can't help it, because sometimes I feel like a Moses crying in the wilderness and say, everybody, start a college, start a university, and people are still sleeping on this opportunity that most likely is only available in America, right? You can start a university in America fast, quick, easy. But if you were in my country, Nigeria or some other place, the government controls it. They control it. Yeah, the government does not directly control education, but the government, benefits from education. So they just allow private entities to control higher education. So what am I trying to say, guys? This is the best opportunity of a lifetime. And so I got to share my personal passion before I go into the 6 steps, the 6 ways, the 6 strategies that will help you start and grow a 7-figure education establishment, right? Let me start by saying it as personal as I can be. I won't lie to you. I put my hand up to God. Starting my own university totally changed my life forever. I will not be living where I'm living now. I will not be driving the cars I'm driving now. I will not be having the kind of money. I will not be having opportunities that I'm having now if I never had my own university. It's beyond the money. It's the lives that have been changed. It's the opportunities that are coming. It's the money that are coming. It's the relationships that are coming. It's the kind of people that give me audience. It's the kind of people I coach and mentor behind the scenes that's not public because of what I'm able to bring to the table. So I can tell you all right now, having your own university or Bible college will totally change your life forever. Totally change your life forever. I don't even know how else to say it. It's as real as that. So I really want you to take it seriously if you already have a school. So now let's go into the 6 ways. What I want to talk about today, and I'm going to have room for Q&A. If you have questions, I want to be able to answer your questions and stuff. So I've already shared about how it started for me. So 6 ways to position your school and university for growth. Number 1, you need to know your why. There are guys in the program that did 30,000 in their first month. There are guys in the program that have done 70,000 in a few months. One school would do 6 figures before the end of the year, and they launched their school, I think, in April. So in between April and December, they're going to do over $100,000. Right? But then there are some schools that are really not having that much success, that much students. And then when I watch their life and I talk to them, I see something is missing. They don't have a strong why. Some people just want to start a school because it's cute or it's cool or just something that is fun to do. No, anything in life, if you don't have a strong why, it's not going to be successful. The same thing with having your own university, your own school. If you are going to be successful with your school, you must have a strong, passionate why. It must be like a calling. Esther said when Esther went to the king, when it was not the time for her to go in there, because if she had gone in there when it was not time, she would be killed. She said, if I perish, I perish. Why? Esther knew our why. Our why was to be the deliverer for God's people. What is your why? Why do you want to have a school? Why do you want to have a university? Why do you want to have a Bible college? How strong is that why to you? You are not going to be successful if you don't have a strong and burning why. Why? I know what my why is. My first why was because my wife got into one of these fancy schools, got a master's degree, $54,000 in student loan, did not remember 90% of what they taught her, could not find a job, could not find a job with it. The highest paying job she was offered at that time was, I think, $15 an hour with a master's degree. I knew this higher education thing was a scam. So I told myself, if I can help another person now go through what my wife went through, and she knew she wanted to do ministry and entrepreneurship. She didn't want to work for no one. And so there was no point even going to get a master's degree from these other schools. If she could find a school that was Christian based, that was accredited, that will help her to get a university education faster, cheaper, more flexible, it would have been better for every one of us. That was my why. I was passionate about it. My second why was I knew this was a calling from God. God wanted me to have a university. It's beyond making money. It's a purpose. It's a calling. If Harvard can be started by a person, if Yale can be started by a person, if Oral Roberts University can be started by a person, if Liberty University can be, which I think is the largest Christian university in the world, why can't we, Abraham, be one of those founders that his name and his legacy will be written in gold someday? Why can't we be one of them? So I had that passion. Hey, Dr. John, I had that passion from day one. And for some schools that are not making enough money or that is claiming that this and that is the reason why, let me tell you something. If your school, as lovingly as I can tell you, because I'm also going to rebuke some of you tonight. I came with a big rod. I told you like I'm a Moses, so Moses had the rod. I came with a big rod to really spank some of you today. If your school is not making money, it's you. You are the reason. You are the reason why your school is not making money. It's not the program. It's not the Vonzos platform. It's you. I have guys here. Dr. John probably would do at least 70,000 to 100,000 this year with his school. You know, Dr. Pius have done, I don't want to put their money on blast, but I have guys here that are doing 6 figures with their school within a year. I have guys that have done 30,000 in their first month launching their school. So if your school is not making money, it's you. You're not hungry. You're not passionate. You just expect students to just come to you, people to just come. It doesn't work like that. You got to be hungry. You got to be passionate. I started making money from my school from day one. And listen now, I was 28 years old. I was young. My accent was thicker. I had no money. I was skinny, but yet I was still able to convince medical doctors, lawyers, scientists, pastors, regular people off the street to give me money, to come to my school, to get a second degree, to get honorary. I was able to make money the first week my school launched at 28 years old. Years ago, I didn't have social media like we have today. So what excuse would anybody have right now not to be able to make 7 figures a year with their school? Because they don't have a strong why. And here's another issue I've found with some school founders. They lack the confidence to sell and promote their school because some other people are going to laugh at them. Some other people are going to say, oh, in fact, 11 years ago, I was a college dropout. I was in medical school. I dropped out of medical school and I started in university. People knew I was a dropout, but yet people don't care about your personal life story if you can help them solve their problem. People wanted education. They believe that traditional school is expensive, obsolete, too long, stressful, not flexible, not current. They want to get to school fast, flexible, easy payment, and I had a solution. They didn't care that I was 28 years old. They didn't care I was skinny. They didn't care my accent was thicker. They didn't care I was from Nigeria. They didn't care I just dropped out of college, right? Because they saw my confidence, they saw my passion. Some college school founders are not promoting their schools. They are hiding to promote their schools. They lack the confidence. They lack the self-esteem to promote their schools, right? If you want to have a successful school, you got to be the face of your school. You got to let people laugh at you. People have called me all kind of names. Listen now, there are people that said our school was fake. After they criticized our school publicly, they eventually came and they got degrees from our school. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Vargas, for clapping for that. So don't take it personal. There are people that said our school did not have the right accreditation, but they later came and they got degrees from our school. There are people that said that our school was a scam, but they later came and they got degrees from our school. It's not personal. People will fight with what they don't understand because they don't understand how accreditation works in America. They think accreditation is controlled by the government. They say, oh, your school is not registered by the government. The government in America doesn't control accreditation in America. It's a voluntary thing. There are very good schools that are not regionally accredited, right? So don't take it personal when people attack you or they feel like, or they try to laugh at you. Don't worry. See, until you become shameless in promoting whatever you're doing, people are not going to pay attention to what you're doing. If what you are doing, if you're following your purpose and your vision doesn't bring you ridicule, doesn't bring you offensive words and attack, people are not attacking your DM, calling you fake and scam. If that's not happening every single day, you are not doing a good job promoting your school. Number one, I'm saying point number one, you got to know your why. Let me tell you my third why, and I go to the second point. My third why was my children. I got to put food on their table. God gave me a vision that I believe will feed them and my generations to come. I was hungry. I was hungry. Some of you have 20,000 jobs, your businesses, all these other things you have, your church is a distraction to your school. You're too busy to promote your school every day. You're too busy to follow the steps in the program. In the program, I gave you guys 10 ways to start and grow your college, 10 ways to make income without relying on tuition alone. And let me say it again, for those of you that have not gone through the training yet, no school on earth relies on tuition alone. If you rely on student tuition alone, your school is not going to do well. Your school is not going to do well. You don't have to rely on tuition. In fact, the income that our university brings every year, tuition is probably only 30%. Can you imagine? The school does hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but tuition is only 20%. We figured out other ways that the school can bring in money. And I've taught you everything in the program. So point number one, before I go to number two, is that you got to know your why. You got to be hungry, you got to be passionate. You got to believe that this school is one of the things that God gave you to change your life, to change your family. When I started Higher Place Christian University 11 years ago, I didn't know that we're going to have billionaires in US dollars to go through our school or get honorary doctorates. I didn't know that we're going to have multi-millionaires to go through our school or have honorary doctorates. I didn't know we're going to have pastors that pastor 5,000 people, 7,000 people, one guy, 10,000 people to go through our school. I didn't know that we're going to have at least 3 senators in Nigeria, 2 House of Reps that have come through our school. I didn't know that senators, governmental officials will come to the school. When we started the school 11 years ago, I did not know all of these opportunities were going to come. I did not know that we're going to have at least 2 kings. If I say the name of the kings, you guys will be amazed. 2 big kings in Nigeria to have degrees from our school. I never knew these opportunities were going to come. I never knew the doors God will open, but I was hungry. I was faithful to promoting. I was not running a school because I wanted to make money. I was running a school because I knew the traditional way of school was broken. And I'm trying to help people from that bondage of traditional school that was wasting their time, wasting their money, and not giving them good knowledge that they needed. So when somebody comes to me and they say, well, is your school regional accredited or this and that? I say, which one you want to do? You want to go to Harvard and spend $120,000, 5 years of your life, come out still dumb and don't know what to do next with your life? Or you're going to come to our school in 1 or 2 years, you get the same degree in other less than $10,000, you're smarter, better. Which one you want to do? 100% of the time they said, we want your school. We don't want those other schools. All right, point number 2. I got 6 and I'm going to go fast and Q&A. Point number 2, this is the second way that will help you grow your school, your personal branding. There are people who have come to our school because they say they like me. Not because of the degree. They say, oh, I see you online. I like the way you do your stuff. I like your teaching. I like how you come across. So I want to come to your school. I want to be a part of you. There are some people that say they come to our school because they want to be under the anointing on my life or the mantle on my life. They say, I want to be connected with you. So I know this is the school I should come under. Right? But how were they able to find me? My personal branding. Guys, you want to grow your school? Get on every free and paid medium you can. The more people see you, right? The more people know you, the more they're going to give, the more they're going to spend with you. Oh, Tola, write that down. I need to use that later. The more people see you, the more they're going to, I don't know how I said it. Oh God, let me try to remember again. The more people see you, the more they're going to like you, the more money they're going to give to you. And the more they're going to want to spend with you, right? So every school founder, grow your school beyond your church walls. I don't know how many students have come from my church to my school. Very little. Most of my students, they're not even part of our church or my personal direct influence, right? Get on podcasts, get on YouTube, social media. Put your face out there. Put your face out there. You know, I'm going to be talking to some of our school founders and to shoot a testimonial for something we're doing, right? If I was to select you, you should be happy, because there are people that know me that don't know you yet. There are people I'll be able to promote you to that don't know you yet. The more people that see you, hear your voice, hear your story, hear your, connect with you, the more money you're going to make. So what am I saying to school founders? Grow your brand. Grow your brand. I've been traveling a lot, right? Because I want to be with people. I want to be in that where that picture is being taken. I've got people come to our school because they say, oh, I saw you took a picture with such and such a person, and I like such and such a person, and I know that such and such a person is cool. So because they are cool, I know I can trust you and I can come to your school. So you can't be at home and just hoping and praying for your school to grow. Go out, go to events, connect with people, talk to people everywhere. So build your personal brand. When you build your personal brand, your school is going to grow. That's one of the best ways we've grown our school. Let me tell you guys, we've done multiple 7 figures, millions of dollars over the years. I have never spent $1 on marketing for the school. Not $1, not even $1, not even 50 cents. I have never spent $1, which I think is not a good thing, because if I spend more money to promote the school probably would have done a lot better than it's doing now. In fact, now we're about to spend some money to really promote it, right? But I've never spent that money. I just do what I'm telling you right now. I have a passion. I know my why. I build my personal brand, and also to build my personal brand, helps to promote the school, right? People say, I like Dr. Uyi Abraham. What he got going on? Oh, he got a school. Oh, he got this. Okay, they check it out. They like it. They sign up, right? Number 3, promote every day. If I'm not promoting our school on my social media feeds, you better believe I'm doing the work in the DMs. In the text messages. Let me ask you a question. Everybody on your phone, do they know you have a school or university? If they don't, you are doing them a disservice. If you truly believe that your school is solving a problem for people, and you know your school will help people, and you are not sharing stuff to help people, you are not sharing that school to help people, you are not doing God or humanity a good justice, right? You are doing a disservice for your generation, because you know something that is really, really good and you believe in it, but you decided not to share with them for whatever reason. That's that personal it needs to be. So promote every day. So how do you promote every day? Again, social media, get on everything you can, get your face, get your voice, get your passion everywhere, and also to the DMs, right? Networking with people, talking to people, all of that stuff is going to help your school to grow, right? Then number 4, your school software. The Vonza software, which we provide, that runs the school. Like I said earlier, maybe only 30% of the income that our school generates come from tuition. In the program, I taught you several other ways to do business with your school, right? One of the favorite ones is forms. You can use forms, Vonza forms in your school. You don't need paper, you don't need Stripe, you don't need all this fancy stuff. The form is the #1 feature on Vonza that we use to generate income for the school, because we provide several things. And one of the things we do is also consulting services too, coaching programs. We also provide courses as well. right? And we use the form primarily to get money, and also to, let me make an announcement now, the form, by next week, the form is even going to be more powerful. Right now, the form, the money you can collect on the form has to be predefined. So that means if you want to collect 1,500, that's the only amount that person can give. But by next week, we're going to, the form is going to, you can decide to add multiple payment options, or one payment options where they can give as much as they desire. So that means when you design the form, you can choose, I think we're going to call it flexible payment, whereby that person can give $1 million, it doesn't matter, right? They can, you can take as much money as possible. So the form is going to get more flexible, going to get more option for you to collect money, okay? So consulting, coaching program, courses, right? Because see now, some people might not come for degree, but they're going to come for the course, right? They might not be ready yet to get a degree from the school, but they're going to want to learn about business, theology, whatever it is, public speaking, whatever it is that you teach, ministry, prophetic, it doesn't matter what it is, you have a passion or expertise to teach, right? Some people might not come for your degree, but they're going to come for your courses. So you all should have as many courses as possible. In Higher Place Christian University, we probably have over 30 standalone courses. Over 30 standalone courses, right? So if our tuition is, if students are not making money from tuition, if students are not, getting degrees, they are buying courses. They are talking to me about coaching them. They're talking to me about consulting. There's so many business opportunities that come from the school as well. Of course, I don't want to give so many details on that because they're already in the program. So you should join the program so you can get the breakdown of all of these things, okay? But I'm just sharing with you guys to use your platform. So let me share some things again. You can create degrees. You can create courses. You can create memberships. You can create coaching programs through the scheduling. You can create forms. You can have cloud management to save your files to the cloud. And what other features we have now with the Vonza School? You can run your admissions. You can run, there's so many things you can do. So don't rely on one thing alone. Start using your school to do some other, to create some other income. All right, so number 3, promote every day. Number 4, your school platform. Number 5 is your other income, which I've already said right now. There are several other ways to make money from your school. I think tonight, I saw an email I forwarded to one of the school founders. I'm not sure it got to me. Some about online store. That's another good one too. Online store, right? Whereby you can sell your physical books, you can sell your t-shirts, you can sell digital products, because you got to see this way. You got to offer multiple solutions to people, right? So that you can drive traffic to your school website in multiple ways. That's one secret only also, okay? Put all your things on your school platform so that push one website instead of pushing 5 or 6, right? So that when people come to your school, even if it's okay, this month I want to promote this membership program or this online course or this book, right? People will come for that book, but then they look around and say, hey, I didn't know you also have a school. I didn't know you also have that university. Or I didn't know you also have this or that, right? So what are you doing, right? So now more people can see your school, even though you're not promoting your degree. Are you getting what I'm talking about, right? So when you offer multiple things from your school website or platform, it helps to bring traffic to your school, right? So whatever, even when you're running an event, use the form for membership, right? For registration, free or paid. If you're running a coaching program, use the scheduling, right? And then guess what? In the URL, it's going to have your school name on it. And when you click submit, the Vonza software will automatically put a button right there and say, hey, you want to check out our degrees or courses, right? So I'm just giving you guys some strategies that I've used over the years to build a 7-figure educational institute, right? I do multiple things on the school platform. I send emails from the school, and the school link is going to be right there, because the more people know about your school, the more people know about what you offer, the more money you're going to make for your school. All right, let me give the last one. I'm going to do some Q&A. Number 6 is going to be to give it time. To give it time. I've seen some guys want to quit after 1 week if they don't get students, or they quit after 1 month if they don't get students. I'm like, you are really not passionate about this. It's about trying to make a buck or two. And you know, if you're trying to make a buck or two from your school, then if it's not making money, you're going to stop because you are doing it for money. But if your passion transcends beyond money, if you really believe that your school is a solution, the hope of somebody. I remember one time I was in California, and that's another thing too. When we do 2 commencement ceremonies every year in Atlanta, but also to sometimes some people do private events. You know, they're like, hey, can you come confer my degree on me on my birthday at my church, or this or that. We do that. We tell them how much it will cost. They fly me and some members of our staff, we go do it and stuff. So I remember one year we went to California, and it was a pastor of about 5,000 member church. So he wanted us to, he went through our school, he went through bachelor's, got his bachelor's, his master's and PhD, all 3 degrees from our school. So he wanted us to confer the degree on him. And the guy is from one of these African countries. And then we went there, and when the ceremony was about to start, the mom is an African mom, you know, African moms can be a little bit dramatic. And then as the event was about to, when, you know, we did the procession ceremony, and the guy was walking with his doctoral hood and regalia, the mom started screaming like, hallelujah, hallelujah. The mom was crying. The pastor was, the student that was graduating was crying. His wife was crying. I didn't know what was going on. Then the mom started, the mom, it was a big church now, it has about 5,000 members. So the mom ran to one end of the church, ran back to the other end of the church, fell down on the floor and started rolling. The mom was rolling from one end of the floor to the other. I got emotional too and teary-eyed. I have no idea what was going on. Until when it was time for the guy to give like a, you know, a speech or something. That's when I knew why that was happening. So he lost his dad at a very, very young age. And so he has to quit school, I think high school, elementary school, whatever. He quit school very early so that he can become the breadwinner in the family. And so he had to do a kind of, you know, menial work, suffered a lot to raise the siblings, right? And he promised his mom that one day he's going to get his doctorate degree. And the mom and everybody gave up on that dream, that would not be possible because he left school years ago. But not for the mom to see him, to see the son, the first son who quit school years ago, becoming a doctor, becoming a PhD doctor. It was so emotional for the mom that the mom was rolling from one end of the room to the other. And then I saw firsthand what I was doing, how powerful it was, how powerful this school and university was, that it gives people second chance in education. It gives people second chance to earn a degree. It gives hope. It gives joy. It gives affirmation to people. This guy at a young age, maybe 13, quit school to go do menial work to raise his siblings. Are you following what I'm saying? Gave up on it. Too busy to go to traditional schools. Don't have 4 or 5 years to go to that school, but we're able to customize this program and help him to finish from bachelor's all the way to doctorate program. You know what? I changed his life. I made the mother's dream come to pass, to see the son now just get a degree, but get a PhD. You can't buy that with money. You can't buy that joy, that experience. If you can, we're having our next commencement ceremony November 13th, I think, in Atlanta. If you can, fly down to the commencement ceremony. Come see how much of an emotional event it is. Come see the joy in the faces of the graduates and the honorees. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. So if you are trying to just start a school because of money, then you quit because of money. You quit because it's not making enough money. But if your passion, if it's to leave a legacy, to make an impact, to change, like you truly believe that this is something God Almighty wants you to do, you're going to stick it in. I made a post on the 13th of October. In 13 days, for the first time in 13 days, our university, Higher Place Christian University, did 6 figures. That means over 100,000 in 13 days for the first time. But guess what? It took 11 years to get there. What about if I quit 6 years ago because things were tough or hard? It took 11 years to get to where we are today, to get to the blessings we are reaping today. So you cannot stop, you cannot quit, you cannot give up. You got to take it to the next level because you are the hope of the next generation. Guys, this is not a normal webinar because I'm talking from passion, man. I'm talking from passion. You know, when I figure out this thing, man, I did not keep it to myself. I got people tell me, please stop doing this. Please stop trying to help people start their own college. Please stop doing it. You're going to have competition, somebody told me. Another said people are going to look down on your school because they feel like it's so easy to get started. Another said, I mean, people were just coming hard to me, say, stop teaching people how to do this. I'm like, no, I cannot. Because having my school changed my life. I want to help as many people as possible to eat from this table that I'm eating from. Guys, that's it, man. I've had a long day. I just spoke from my heart. I just want to share some 6 ways you can grow your school. Let me wrap it up real quick. Then I'll do some Q&A. Number 1, you got to know your why. Number 2, your personal branding. Number 3, you got to promote every day. And don't care about what people think about you. Don't care about people thinking about your school. Don't care about the naysayers. You know, they can go to Georgia Tech and waste 70,000 5 years of their life. That's their prerogative. That's their choice, right? Number 4, use your school platform. There are multiple ways to make money from your school platform. Be proud of your school, right? Number 5, other income. Right? Other ways, use the 10 ways in the program. Go to those videos again, read and look at the 10 ways in the program to make money from your school. Number 6, you got to give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. It might take a year, 2 years for your school to mature, but don't quit before that time comes. I was sharing at the mastermind we just had. And also to be an entrepreneur, think of multiple ways to make money. Let me give you guys one play right here. If one person like your school or register or get your honorary doctorate, right? That person is a link to 5 other people that will come to your school. One guy got an honorary degree from our school. Because I'm an entrepreneur and he's a millionaire. So I told him, I said, millionaires don't pay what other people pays, right? So he's a millionaire, one of my friends. So I knew that he has his pastors and mentors that I love so much. And I said, hey, why don't you honor your pastors with those? And I told him how much to pay for that. And he paid for himself and he paid for 2 other people. So one person, oh man. So I don't know, man. I just sometimes when I'm sharing these things, I'm like, come on, guys, this is the easiest way. This thing is easy. It is your school will make money. So when I talk about we did over 100,000 in 13 days. One person, just one person alone, did $10,500 in 13 days. One person did $25,000. Are you hearing what I'm saying? One person. So to make $100,000, you don't need several people. One did 10,500. One did 25 plus 10, that's 35,000 already from two people, right? But it took time to build our school name, to build our school brand, to have people, to trust us, to deliver the things we're delivering. So you guys see what I'm saying, guys. So that's it, man. I think I've added some value to you guys. I just want to kind of just inspire you guys today, man. You have something that is gold. You can offer a degree to Biden, to Oprah, to Trump, to Diddy, to the mayor of your city, to the richest person in your neighborhood. See, you have something of value to bring to the table. I was teaching people in our mastermind last weekend. Rich people, they're not going to give you any attention if you don't bring something of value to them. And when you say partner with our school on this, partner with our school scholarship with this, we want to build a library for our school. Do you know how much Harvard, I think their endowment is 41 billion with a B. Are you listening to me? Harvard University, 41 billion with a B. That's the endowment. And I dare tell you that less than 10% is tuition. You know one of the ways they make money? Wealthy people. They're able to convince wealthy people to give millions of dollars to their school. Wealthy people. They name buildings over them, after them. They name colleges over them. Why can't you do the same? You can create a department in your school and call it Department of Higher Education or Department of Executive Business, and find a wealthy person to give 100,000 to your school and name that department after them. Let's say their name is Ross Department of Executive Leadership. This is what schools do to make money. So as a school owner, you are an entrepreneur. So you have to always think of multiple ways to make money with your school. You can't just depend on tuition alone, like I said earlier. All right, that's it for now. Any questions, any feedback? Any school year you made $1? Anybody here? So some of you are too shy to talk about your money though. And the truth is that it's also keeping your money. You're worried about people knowing how much you make. But you know what? I'm a very private guy. But you know what? I don't talk more, but sometimes I talk about how much I make because it helps build credibility. When people know you have money, they'll give you more money. If you are shy of how much money your school has made, because you don't want your family member or somebody to be asking for money, you're really missing out for money. When people know your school is successful, they will trust your school more. So any school leader here, that anybody that have a school, you made at least $1, $10, 10,000, 20,000, anybody want to come and talk about how much you made from your school? I just told you how much we made in 13 days this month. Over 100,000. Anybody made $1, $5, you can unmute yourself. Because maybe some other person here is going back and forth if the school really worked for them, and your testimony can encourage them to not give up on their dream. Thank you, Dr. John. Thank you, Shikera. Dr. John, are you still on? Oh, I think he left already. All right. All right. TJ, don't put it on the comments. Come on, unmute your phone, man. That's my brother, man. I've known TJ now. I've known TJ for, I knew TJ before I got married. So I know TJ for over 18 years. TJ, unmute your phone. Tell the people how much you've made from your school so far.
Well, probably I have to look back over probably a little over 10 grand. And it's been a journey. There's just trying to learn more. So when I saw this thing in my email, I was super eager to like hop on. And so I know it's definitely possible to, hit that figure like Louis saying. But, one of the things that hit me today was just saying like, hey, just remember only, a certain percentage comes from tuition, and, make sure that you look at the other options that are available. So I think that tip is like really helpful to remember the honorariums, to have people partner with you. There was one thing that I did. I don't know if you'd recommend this.
If I read what?
I said, there's one thing that I did. I don't know if you would recommend this strategy.
Tell us, we might learn from your strategy, man. We all need some help.
All right. So what I did is I said, hey, because I figured it wouldn't really cost me any money, just time. So I said, hey, I'm going to give out a free scholarship. And I want, so make sure you apply. So I just, made a form, a questionnaire. And then the last question was like, hey, if you did not win a scholarship, would you still be interested in coming to the school? And so I did that little scholarship, ran for about 2 weeks. I had about 10 people. I didn't do any paid ads, just basically on my page. And so I got 10 people interested, and then a couple of those people ended up signing up to as students, and I'm still working on closing a couple of more of those people. And so that was just something creative. I was trying to think outside the box. But one of the other things you just encouraged me is like, just make sure that you're doing something for your school every day. Excuse me. So just, marketing, mentioning your school, just letting people know. So every once in a while I have somebody reach out to me like, hey, I'm interested in learning more about, the programs or what you guys are doing. So that's been helpful as well. Just, being consistent. So I want to be more consistent, like doing it every single day.
Awesome. And also too, TJ, you also got COVID, you caught COVID really bad, which I believe also, affected your school income too.
Yeah.
So
it took me out for a while.
Yeah, because that really took some wind off you a little bit. So it's already done at least over 10,000 in the last couple of months, and partly because it caught COVID really bad and kind of knocked him out a little bit. He could have done more. And I also saw an email. I don't know why that email came to me. I tried to send it to you by text. I think somebody was saying something about they were going to pay their balance of $5,000 or something like that. TJ?
Yeah. So so that basically the person was like, when I first talked to him, he's a pastor at a church, and which is good. They are using some other type of company somewhat similar. Mm-hmm. And so I talked to him. I had a personal relationship with him. So he's like, man, I want to go with your school. And so he made that. He was the guy that I needed to help with the subscription from that you helped me out with. Mm-hmm. And so once it was canceled, he's like, hey, I want to go ahead and pay for the just the remainder of the degree.
And total. How much? Hold on now. Don't say too fast. So how much, because I don't know how the email came to me. I'm going to forward it to you though. I saw the email, and the guy was asking for me to send him, to let him know how to pay the balance. You want to pay the balance. How much is it?
$5,580.
Okay, so how much would you make from this one student in total? Because I think they already paid you some money before, right?
Yeah, so this $6,000 in total.
6,000. Okay, that's really good. So do you know that TJ only needs 200? In fact, he already got one. In the next 1 year for Dr. TJ, let me be proper now. For Dr. TJ to make $1 million, you only need 200 students at $5,000. You already got at least one that I know of that is paying him 6,000. So you only need 199 more students. So if Dr. TJ really focuses and pushes hard to find 199 more students, he's going to be a millionaire from his school by this time next year. Congratulations, bro.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right. Dr. Pius, how much have you made from your school so far, please? Dr. John, are you back on? Dr. John. Dr. John.
Oh, Dr. Chris here. Sorry, my.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, Dr. Pius, hold on real quick. Dr. John, hello?
yes, I can hear you.
So testimonies are very, very powerful. I think when you were gone, one of the founders just gave some powerful testimonies. You know, he's already on his way to making $1 million with his school in 1 year. So which I'm really applauding. I know that some of you other guys that are making money. So you don't have to be specific, but in a general, by the end of this year, plus you're having an event coming up soon and your students and everything, by the end of this year, give us an estimate of how much you will make from your school by the end of this year, just a rough estimate.
Yeah, let's say, you know, I just want to be optimistic. We will be getting close to about 80 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, because we did our first commencement in
okay, how much did you make with that? When you launched your school, how much did you make following my program?
About almost 50 grand.
Okay, and you are so casual, almost 50 grand. You're so casual with it. Okay, hold on, Dr. John. Do you know that 80% of Americans make less than 40,000 a year?
Oh, yes, sure.
So
sure.
your school, in one event, you made almost $50,000. All right, go ahead.
Right. And yeah, we were able to get back our initial investment, you know, like pretty quick, because the school was registered on the 26th of November, and it took us like 1-2 months to really, you know, get everything together to arrange for the commencement ceremony. But yeah, I think, you know, during the commencement ceremony, we made like close to 50 grand. And right now, I just want to be, you know, I just don't want to be too precise, but I know there's a high possibility of, you know, getting to 6 figures by the end of the year. But I just think, to be realistic, let's say in total we might conveniently do like 75, 80 in total this year, conveniently. But you know, yeah, I'm an aggressive marketer. Sales is my middle name, and you know, I know we'll do well.
Awesome. I know you left for a minute. Did you hear where I was giving testimony of how we did over 6 figures in 13 days this month of October?
Yes.
How one person gave and did about 10,000, another did 25.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Like it's possible. I know.
Yeah. So I'm just let me give you a play right now. That might help everybody. Yeah. Everybody who were part of your commencements earlier this year. If they recommend 1 or 2 people to you, if they try to honor some other people that they have respect for, and they they pay the cost for them, or they can convince that person to pay for them, it will help to triple, and it will help to just triple the school income in November.
Right. Thank you. You know that's one. I'll say sales 101. When you get the first person to buy into your product, then that person is a potential client who would refer. So right now, most of the things I do, I just focus on referrals. You know, that's the way to go. Referrals, and it's easier that way because you've already gained their trust, so they can bring their people to you. So, but right now, I think within 1 month, we've let's say like last month, we've also done about 12 grand now. So
okay, hold on. Why are you always making this thing so casual? Well, about 12 grand. Your school did $12,000. That is amazing. $12,000 last month. Come on, can we celebrate here, man? Come on. 12,000 last month. When the okay, go ahead.
Just giving honorary doctorate degrees is not it's not actually the main goal. We have students, we have people who are actually doing a regular degree. We have master's degree students, we have a PhD student. So those are the, whatever we're making now is just, it's just to keep the body and soul going. That's not the main goal, like you said previously. Yeah, we're looking at 10 years from now. How many lives would we have impacted? Yeah, Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough other people get what they need, you will get everything you need. So so we have a platform that you've given us. And the main thing is, let's just stay consistent. There's no need, even if you're not making money as much as you would expect or want, we just have to stay consistent. That's it. That's sales. That's one thing about entrepreneurship. But we have to stay focused on adding value to lives. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. John. I appreciate that testimonial. That is amazing. Amazing. I already know. I know my brother is low key, doesn't want too much attention. That school is on the road to 6 figures in their first year. In fact, what date did you officially launched at the commencement? What date was the commencement? Was it April?
April. It was in April. I can't remember. Okay. April 12th.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October. In 7 months, the school is already on track to 6 figures in 7 months. And like you said, it's a change lives, it's the hope. In fact, let me share one more question because I know you are driving, you need to go. One more testimonial. Tola, you also may know this person too. We had a student that came to our school. It was a fight for her. She was going through so much financially. She was a coach, but she was going through so much financially. I pushed her, I pressured her, I gave her discounts so she can graduate from the school. And that's another play. That's another secret, right, to you guys. Don't worry too much about, don't turn students off because they don't have money right now. Give them scholarship. And how do you give them scholarship? Create a coupon in your platform and send it to them. Give them scholarship. Because the more people who graduate from your school, the more people who will talk about your school positively. So I gave her a ridiculous scholarship, a degree that was supposed to cost her $5,000. All she could pay was $1,000. I said, it's better to have $1,000 than zero. I'm a businessman. Collect what you can right now. I said, don't worry. So she finished from our school, right? She got a PhD. Dr. John, you know what happened? Her confidence. When she got her doctorate degree, this woman's confidence went from 0 to a million %. She went from barely able to pay her bills. She started doing $70,000 a month. Not from her school, from her coaching program. The confidence she got from getting a degree from her school now prepared her to start charging more for her coaching program. She was no longer Mrs. So-and-so. She was now Dr. So-and-so. And she started commanding our mentees to pay her $5,000, $10,000. I mean, she was telling me and showing me a screenshot of $70,000 a month. She went from literally in a year, barely making it to a millionaire just because she got a degree, a doctorate degree. So why would God not bless me that I have a school that can give this woman the confidence, the education, the knowledge, and the confidence she needs so she can change the lives of many people and leave a legacy for our children's children. All right, Dr. Pius, come up quick, and I'm going to close now because it's already 9 o'clock. Somebody said, I know we can use we can own www.ourschool.com. Can we use multiple domains on Vonza? That is coming soon. That's one of the most requested feature. where you can use multiple domains. So when you have a school account, you can use multiple domains on Vonza. So that's coming soon, okay? All right, Dr. Pius, please quick. I know you're a pastor, so that pastors don't want to talk too much about money so that church members will not be asking them to pay their rent, church rent. Dr. Pius, give us an estimate. I know you also made some money outside of Vonza, so we don't know how much you've made in total. So give us a rough estimate how much you've made so far from your school.
Yes, we've made some money out of the system as well. So we probably have made over $25,000.
Okay, all right. All of you guys that are making money, I'm going to have a special ceremony, catered ceremony. I'm going to give you guys big awards, 6-figure award, 5 figures award. So that's coming soon. So I really want you guys to make money. Please run your money through Vonza, use forms, use scheduling, and more features are coming soon that will make it easier for you to collect as much money as possible, okay? Because we want to track how much you're making. We want to brag on you, because this is another key now. For some of you, Dr. John, I'm going to talk to you, Dr. Pius, and some of you guys, we want to spend in the month of November, we're spending 100,000 on promotions on Vonza. So we want to spend 100,000 promoting your brands, because you are making money and your story is going to help a lot of other people. So big things are coming, man. Okay, so you made at least 25,000. Okay.
Yes, and wanted to just share something I did, or I'm doing. Find it out. It was just a suggestion from. We were going on vacation and we had to stop in Brussels, Belgium, which is I can call it our second homeland. And one of our young pastors there wanted to help some young students who've been drop off and things like that. So he asked me to do something, and then we came up with an info session. So we did an info session. It was on YouTube. So we had over 35 people that came to the info sessions, and right now they are all winning once they understood what we're doing. They are in Brussels, Belgium. Actually, even people from Atlanta joined the session. I didn't even know. Wow. Some of my students came to the session and shared this testimony, and it was just so powerful. It was on Zoom. And so many of those young people are ready. They want to join our school. Now I'm going to Portland, Maine, to do another info session, because 4 of our students are there and they've shared with other people. They want me to go, and I'm gonna go there and have another info session. I didn't know. I don't know where this came from. I just started doing that, and they're bringing a lot of entrepreneurs or future business people together and ministers, and I'll talk to them about the school and give them an opportunity to sign in. So that's something that we will be doing.
I like that. I like that. See, that's a good play right there. Well, everybody, we can learn from that, right? Do an event, right? Do an event, call it whatever, bring people into that event, right? And at the end of that event, talk about education, talk about how your school is different, and give students opportunity to sign up for your school right there. Yeah, Dr. Vargas said, can PDF files be read only? Yes, you can do it read only, or make it easy for people to Dr. West, I have something to say. Guys, give us 5 more minutes and we're going to close, okay? Now, if you are listening to this call and you're not in the program yet, or you're in the program, but you kind of got scared, you want to come back, call me, text me, email me, or fill out the form at startcollegehelp.com, and let's get you started. All right, this is going to be the last one. Dr. West, please, guys, don't hang up, okay? Give us 5 more minutes, I promise. Dr. West, you got something to impute? Please make it quick.
Actually, I was just saying that I'm ready to engage. We have made at least $1. We've made about $1,000.
All right, we gotta celebrate you, bro. Come on now, don't just say it like that. That was $1,000. That can put food on your family's table, right? That could pay some bills, pay some car notes or something. Let's celebrate it, bro. Okay.
Yeah. And I just wanted to come on again and say, I just want to thank you for your persistence and for everyone to come on, because I'm just saying, like, even for myself, I've been having conversations of my lack of engagement. And you can call it busy, you can call it whatever, but I just call it excuses because I have a solid why, but I have not looked at the vehicles totality. You know, God has given me multiple avenues to fulfill my why, and I have not fulfilled my call to my school. And so I was excited when you said you were having this, and just wanted to come on and tell everyone else, keep pushing. And I'm ready to engage, and I look forward to the last 2 months on what we're going to do with the Elohim Kingdom University.
Awesome. All right. Somebody just said me, Dr. Fitz said he got income story. All right, Dr. Fitz, come on.
All right, everyone. Good night. I'm Fitz, Dr. Fitz. I launched my school in July, around July 24th, and I've made almost $8,000 so far.
$8,000 since July. Come on, Dr. Fitz.
Yeah, and that's a combination of going through funds and independent income. One of my issues was, and I think I spoke to Dr. Yu about this, some of my students that was honored they were overseas, and we had a problem getting the income through. So I had to find a different way to get that money. And I must share that even for the honorary doctorate, when you said you traveled to Texas or something like that, I actually traveled to Ghana for 2 ceremonies in August.
Stop playing.
Yep. I can show you those pictures.
From your school.
From my school. Yes, sir.
Not to travel out of the country. Oh my God.
I had to. Yep. I had a big ceremony here at the Marriott in Connecticut, where I'm from. But after I had 2 students in Ghana that had to travel. It was after I'm done with the ceremony, I realized that one of the guys they were one of the richest people in Ghana. They were from India. These are Indians too, not native Ghanaians, but Indians.
Wow.
And then the other was a member of parliament as well.
Wow.
Yes. Plus I have students that are actually doing the masters. I only have students in the masters and the doctoral program right now. And I'm doing one of the things that you said. One of the students lost her job. She was a nurse. She lost her license. She is an immigrant. And she's on the verge of losing a lot. She's a green card holder. So I gave her a scholarship for the doctoral program. She has done her master's, well educated. And she's working with the church. And the reason why she got that scholarship, the pastor approached me that, I'm the only one in the church with a doctor. And I want this person to be a part of the ministry. And I want them to be called a doctor as well. So she signed up in the Doctor of Divinity. And the church is assisting with the payment when that time comes, which starts a little bit later this year.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Fitz, for changing lives. This is what this is about. Changing lives, giving people hope. People ask me, what's unique about your university, which is our university, Higher Place Christian University. This is it. Get everybody, listen to me, please. What I love most about Higher Place Christian University is that it gives people a second chance at education. The 40-year-old, the 41-year-old, 45, 47, 50, 37, busy, professional, or in ministry, or in business, it is hard for them to go sit at a class and sit before a teacher or professor who is half their age and know less than them and make less than them teach them. But we have made our school so easy and flexible and affordable. So use affordability as strength. Don't shy away from, it only costs, how much your school costs a bachelor's? It's only 3,000, 5,000, 4,000. No, use it as strength. Say we make it affordable because education should be affordable. Use it as your strength, not as your weakness. So we're giving people second chance at education, second chance hope, second chance at life. Thank you all. So on our next one, maybe in another 2 months, some of the founders here that are really doing something, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to have you come, give you about 5 to 10 minutes to teach us one thing you are doing that is working for you so that every one of us can learn together and impact lives together and make more money together. Then sometime next time, I'm going to do an award. I'm giving you all now 6 months to do at least 6 figures. I'm giving out 6 figures. There's only one person in this program that is on track to doing 7 figures. Okay, and the person is not here tonight from my program. You know, so I'm giving 7-figure awards, 6-figure awards. It's going to be a beautiful ceremony. It's going to be amazing. So I'm giving everybody 6 months to do at least 6 figures, 7-figure. Please run everything through Vonza. We're going to give us another week. I'm going to send an email when that feature is out, whereby people can pay whatever they want, which can be a lot, instead of just having a fixed payment through the forms. The forms, we're coming up with invoicing too. So it's a lot of stuff is coming. So if you want to start your college and you are on, or you want to continue to stop, please call me, text me, email me, inbox me, and I'll be willing to help you. So for those of you that are starting from scratch, you can go to startcollegehelp.com, startcollegehelp.com, fill out the form and do the initial deposit of $1997, and let's talk. God bless you all. You have made my night. Thank you for sharing your testimony. Some of you, I'll be talking with you soon. The rest of you, I'll be talking with you soon. Have a blessed night, everybody. Thank you for coming.